Right, everyone, take it up. What we're going to talk about right now is a couple of trades to recap the after hours market with the MMTs trading. We had the big super monster gap on the CMG trade. There was a short there. We came down here and we went up, but the real good, nice leg was right there on that one there on CMG intraday. Gap and it finally fade back, and traders were buying that low right here and up it went. As far as other areas go in the market, if you take a look at the Apple computer, you're going to find out that there are some price action problems there. During the actual transaction part of the day is what we'll talk about. This is just an after hours uh, movement that I'm going to show you, and it's right here. On the Apple chart, it will slide that bid round that 1354 area. We were putting up in that highs. That's that time zone right there. And then we slid that bid. We pretty much closed out on a rally off of that bottom where we started there and then we came up. So we had two trades there. So there was three trades, one on the downside, two on short, walk the dog, MMTs. Let's keep going down the line on that mosaic trade. On it too had a very nice down move the other day, but look at here, man, it hit that bottom tuning and we just walked that dog right back up, and since then it's been to the far left all the way down. Broader FCX, hey, look at the time zone right here, everybody. January 6, 12, slightly between this area right here is where we started sliding that bid. But once we put that bottom in, look at the bottom. And then look at that rally. And look at that pullback. Several shorts. One was here. One was here. Slide the bid. Walk the dog. And there, slide that bid in the SMF platform. Then we had a nice another little breakout. So that was one teeny, two teeny, about four teeny moves at 18 pennies a teeny, and slide that directional movement down, and that's that FCX trade. What we will do is take a look at the other part of that little late day rally as we close out there. We had a nice breakout on the GLD for the gold bugs. You can take a look at where we met that price action line right here, January 6th, right around that 1045 area. We're putting in these bottoms, and what a nice long position that was on the GLD. Not to mention that there was a short there, and MMT's a long left. Teeny, this is teeny down. It certainly isn't. You had that one move, and then it was a grind slower all day. That's after hours stuff there. Here we go. POT, potash, in the ag sector. Breakout one with a nice slide that bid short. You can take a look at that big breakout. There's that fade back. You can tell that once that seller was out of the way, they came right back, and we traded that one all the way up. And it was on the high list all day long. Especially on the open, it just was coming in and then slide that bid. So you had two legs. You had a double right breakout with a short in the middle, one debit, two debits, three debits. Add them all together. What a wonderful day on potash. Big breakouts right to the teeny price action line. Look at here. I've got triple diamond there, a double diamond bottom, and a high diamond reading right there. Look at those. Look at those. This is all after hours market, but listen, when we had that S&P slide that bid on the S&P 500, you can take a look at what happened with equities. We came straight down on that S&P 500, then we bounced up late in the day. We put in that double bottom right here at that teeny line, and we just couldn't get going any further. So look at slide that bid short on the S&P. Here is the fear indicator, the VIX, and basically it's a daily chart right up there. And these are daily moves. And we've gapped up and we pulled back, and we're at these levels that during the new year we did pop up. And that's one of the slow days that we had, not yesterday, the day before, because it's day four trading days. But we're watching this. And basically, it's a quadruple diamond alert with the positive bar below the previous bar. This fear indicator goes up. We're pulling back. These markets are overbought. This is oversold. However, they can stay complacent for a number of days. The market will be the last one to have to say so. Dow Jones recap, SMF MMTs. What a nice day it was. Once again, slide that bid on the Dow. When that Dow was making that move, that S&P was going just like that intraday. Then we got into a 1, 2, 3 teeny chop zone here. There was some nice movements up and some good shorts there, and you can just see the zigzag pattern that the equity names were also going through relative to it. But the bottom line is I slid the bid there once, there's twice, and there's a third time. There's a good fourth time. So you've got to remember that we're not closing up here in the highs. We're closing down here. So during the first 5-day volatility of 2011, we're going to be monitoring these indexes carefully as to how they pop the futures up or down. But more importantly is in the cycle, do we keep making lower lows? Like, okay, so that high, and if this high we don't close back above it and consolidate above it on 11.7 to take another run higher, we're going to be watching all those key areas on that Dow. Fourth trading day of the year. Some of the highs that were being given all day, Dendrion was making higher highs, NVIDIA. This is just a list here lately. It seems like after hours, we just had higher stocks that had a lot of strength. And NVIDIA was showing up. Dendrion is certainly showing up. ZIOP, I'm not familiar with the name. So what we're going to basically do is leave everyone with understanding the trade action in the first 4 days of the year. And that's today's market cap. It's 2:12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. SMF MMTs have been enjoying their time because they've been selling short. They've been doing all kinds of trades and different ways to go, watching these markets and trading these markets and understanding where the strength and weakness is in the overall broader markets.